If you've had acne for longer than 3 months, I'm going to tell you something that will forever change how you look at your skin. When you know this simple scientific process that nobody talks about, you'll see how you can clear your skin in a predictable and much faster timeline than you think. In this video, I'm going to show you the real acne timeline, why most people struggle for way too long, and the 3 things that determine if your skin will be clear in 12 weeks or not. Let's dive in. I'm Rebecca, an acne specialist who helps people clear their skin without facials, extreme diets, or medication. And I'm going to share something with you that most dermatologists or skincare influencers don't even know. There is a real, predictable timeline for clearing acne, and it's based on the science of how your pores work. And when you understand this, you'll never have to wonder, when will this go away again? Now, before we dive in, I want you to understand something important about acne that you might not know. Acne is never random, and it's very predictable. It follows a biological timeline that, once you understand, will make everything about your skin finally make sense. When I first learned this, I was skeptical, but once I gave it a try, my skin was clear in 8 weeks. And I've seen this consistently with most of my clients. So here's what's actually happening in your skin right now. When you have acne, your pores are shedding up to 5 times more dead skin cells than normal skin. These cells clump together inside your pores, forming microcomedones, basically tiny pimples that you can't see yet. And here's the part that changes everything. It takes 4 to 12 weeks for those microcomedones to show up on the surface of your skin and become visible breakouts. Let me say that again. The pimple you see today started forming 1 to 3 months ago, not yesterday or even last week. What this means is when you start an effective acne treatment, you're not just treating the acne you can see. You're preventing the acne that's already forming from ever making it up to the surface of your skin. So why does some acne go away in 12 weeks when other cases take years? I'm going to show you the exact things that determine how long this will take for you. Acne follows biological rules. This acne timeline is so predictable that my entire method is based around it. When I want to find out what's causing someone's acne, I ask what they've been doing for the past 3 months, because that's what's showing up on their skin right now. My clients know exactly what to expect, and 95% of them get clear skin right on schedule, no matter how serious their acne was to start with. In the few cases that take longer, there's usually a hidden trigger that snuck in and caused a delay. Here's my client Kenna, whose skin was clear in 11 weeks after having acne for years. And here's Mary, whose cystic acne was gone right on schedule after having acne for over a decade. When you remove your triggers and start using specific products the right way, acne stops forming on day 1. But you won't see the full results for 12 weeks because you have to wait for all that old acne to surface. But don't worry, there are ways to reduce the drama while you wait. Now here's the mistake most people make, like I did. They start a new treatment, don't see results in 2 weeks, and they think it's not working. So they switch to something else. Then they switch again and again. Each time you start over, you reset your acne timeline back to day 1 and start the process all over again. I struggled with acne for 15 years and constantly switched products and treatments because I didn't know about this 12-week timeline. But when I finally learned about the excessive skin cell shedding happening inside my pores, the delayed breakouts, and the 12-week timeline, something clicked. I committed to one thing and hung in there, and only 8 weeks later, my skin was completely clear for the first time in years. That experience changed everything for me. I tested it on 10 clients, and it worked for all 10 of them. Since then, I approach every case of acne with the 12-week timeline in mind and work backward from there, and you should too. I found out that when you know what to expect, you can actually stick with something long enough to let it work. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but Rebecca, I've tried things for longer than 12 weeks and they didn't work. That's a great point, and this is important. The 12-week timeline only works when you're doing the right things to treat your acne. If you're still using pore clogging products and you're not removing a few of your other acne triggers, like bad birth control or certain foods, then yes, you could try something for a long time and not get results. This happens a lot. The timeline works when you remove what's causing your acne and use the right products strategically. So what determines if you'll be in the 12-week group or the still struggling years later group? There are 3 things. Let's go through each one. The first thing is trigger elimination. This is everything. If you don't remove what's causing your acne, even the best products or diet won't work. Did you know that 90% of your acne is caused by pore clogging ingredients in your skincare, makeup, and hair products? Your diet and lifestyle only account for about 10%. Most people focus on the 10% and ignore the 90%. It's like trying to lose weight and exercising but eating a bad diet. Even one pore clogging ingredient in a product can cause breakouts. Here are 2 examples of clients who were using only one clogging ingredient, and I want to show you what it did to their previously clear skin. And here's what happened to their skin 12 weeks after they removed the product. So you're starting to get an idea of how important this is. This is the #1 cause of acne I see. So if you've been trying different things and still breaking out, this is probably why. The second thing is product strength and strategy. Another thing you need to know is that acne adapts quickly, about every 2 weeks. If you use the same products for too long, acne figures out a way to work around them. This is why products that worked for a while suddenly stopped working, and we've all had that experience. The solution is to simply increase the strength of your active products every 2 weeks for about 10 weeks. This prevents acne from adapting and keeps your products working. And the third thing is consistency and patience. Without understanding the 12-week timeline, it's easy to give up. You want to see results immediately, and when you don't, panic and frustration sets in and you switch to the next thing. Trust me, I've been there. But remember, you're waiting on biology to happen, and you can't rush this process any more than you can rush a pregnancy. When you know exactly what to expect, you'll be much more likely to hang in there. Honestly, one of the most important parts of my job is to make sure people don't give up too soon. It sounds simple, but it's everything, and this applies to you too. So what it comes down to is this. If you've been trying to clear your acne for longer than 3 to 4 months without much improvement, something is sneaking in somewhere and causing new breakouts to form. Because when you remove your acne triggers, breakouts can't form. It's extremely rare that when you're doing the 3 things we just talked about, your acne won't go away on schedule. Here's what I recommend you do. Pick one approach and stick with it for 12 weeks. Stop switching products every few weeks when you don't see instant results. There's no such thing. Make sure your products aren't clogging and remove your acne triggers. You can download my list for free below this video that will help you find out what those are. I also recommend taking progress photos because you won't notice the day-to-day changes, but the month-to-month difference will be obvious. The great news about the acne timeline is that it means clear skin isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of whenever you decide to stick with the process. When you eliminate your triggers, use the right products, and give it 12 weeks, acne goes away. It's not wishful thinking, it's biology, and I've seen it happen thousands of times. Thanks for watching. I'm Rebecca the Acne Coach. I hope this helped you understand your skin better. And be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. Next week, I'm breaking down the exact reason your acne-safe products aren't working.